want to work on mental illness and how it has been portrayed through films, you can actually look at the couple of films, and more particularly, I'm talking about Bollywood films and also regional cinema, because I like primarily I'm talking about Hindi movies. I am not much sure about um, other regional languages because I haven't watched them. So at one point of time, I was invested in the idea of psychological thrillers, and I wanted to see how this genre is applied while the movie is made, or maybe even books that portray mental illness. So my first motivation was The Gone Girl, and I was so much fascinated by that novel that I wanted to work on psychological thriller. Unfortunately, I couldn't, but yeah, so the first movie that uses the psychological thriller genre and it portrays schizophrenia disease is Karthik Calling Karthik, and you might have heard of it because it's a really nice movie, and the way it has been used, the way the genre has been used, it's amazing, and it shows. The reviews I've read that it shows the real nature of schizophrenia, and there has been a lot of misrepresentation also, which maybe you can see at it, look at it. So yeah, this first movie is Karthik Calling Karthik, and it shows schizophrenia. The second one that shows schizophrenia again is Park Avenue 15. It's amazing movie, man. I mean, I just loved the movie. It's quite old, by Konkana Sen, if I remember. Yeah. The third in the list is Tamasha, and it shows borderline personality disorder. So I don't know how far it is true in the sense of portrayal of the borderline personality disorder, but you can always work on how these are represented. There must be work already, but you can actually add a lot. The fourth is Death in Ganj, which I mean, it has been shooted where I live. So it's close to my heart, and it's also a very good movie that shows depression, loneliness. One of the things is that when you're not working on diagnosed mental health conditions, the themes of these movies, of these issues, very much aligns with the modernist and postmodernist literature, themes of existentialism, nihilism, isolation, alienation. So these very much align with these ideas, so you can also look at it from that way. One more thing is that, of course, Wolf, Sylvia Plath all have like did go through depression and other mental health conditions. So they have written a lot about it, which has already been worked. But you can see it's not that you cannot work on things which have already been worked. Okay, just that you have to find a new idea to it, which will require a certain amount of work. So yeah, I'm sorry for deviating. The fifth or sixth in line is 8 a.m. Metro. I watched that movie. It's a really nice one. It's set in Hyderabad, where I'm living currently. So yeah, so it is on depression, on loneliness, on how death of a close relative perpetuates suicidal behavior, and also depression, loneliness, and that stuff. And I shouldn't call that stuff. Sorry. Yes. We so the next in line is, I think by Karuna Kapoor. The movie is, yeah, Heroine. It shows bipolar disorder. Okay, so that is one of the movies you can look at. The next is Dear Zindagi. It shows isolation. It also shows, I think, child abuse, if I remember correctly. Yeah, and the next is again by Alia Bhatt, and that is Highway. It also shows mental health and mental illness related problems. Movie that shows even physical and one brain disorder is Alzheimer's disease. That is Black movie, and I think you must have watched quite of these, and these very directly or very subtly talk about mental health conditions. So yeah, you can always look at these movies or maybe gain some ideas out of these movies if you are really interested in in doing on movies, because film studies is again a very much seeked after area. So you can look at these genres. Okay, see you. Bye.